This church would not be here if I did not have the idea of this church in my consciousness when I arrived here in 1975. And what we're doing now, we're gathering what? A greater vision of what we want to do. A bigger play, a happier experience, more people coming, greater music program. Everything that we're doing here is coming from an idea. I just read something that just really inspired me. In the Ayurveda hospital in India, it is an eye hospital. Somebody there walked into this experience, and it was an 11-bed facility. And some altruistic eye doctor saw this experience and looked at this 11-bed experience and got a bigger idea. And he committed himself, and everybody around him committed themselves to a bigger, healthier idea. This thing went from 11-bed facility to the largest high eye care center in the world. The largest eye care facility in the world. Right now, they see 1.4 million patients a year. They do surgery on 200,000 patients a year. 200,000 people a year can now see who were blind because somebody had a bigger idea they believed in. How big is your idea? How big is your idea for yourself, for your home, for your work, for this center? How big is your idea, and what are you ready to commit to that idea? What do you want to accomplish? We are about to start our classes. There is nothing in my life, my entire life. I've been studying this for 47 years. At age 35, I committed my life to religious science. I committed my life to do one thing, to stand here week after week after week after week, which I have done for 35 years, and teach the science of mind, not for my benefit, but because I want a better world out there. And if I've got students in my class coming here and applying what I teach, they're going to have a better life, and the domino effect is going to produce a better world. I stood in a peace march when Dr. Fenwick Holmes, Ernest Holmes' brother, looked over at me and said, I wonder how many of these people who want peace on earth can get along with the person they live with. I said, I want peace on earth. He said, so do a lot of people, but they don't know how. You can teach them, Jay. And I took that charge. I'm excited about September is here, and we're about to start classes again. And I know Reverend Lacey is excited, and I know Reverend Jane is excited, and I know all of our teachers are excited about they're going to be here for you. Take advantage of the fact that these dedicated men and women we have in this church. How many know we probably got the best religious science, metaphysical, new thought teachers on planet Earth here in Fremont? Okay, you bet. I mean, every one of our teachers are superb. I would put them up against anybody that's teaching what we teach and doing what we're doing. And their life is dedicated. And I would like all of you, tell your friends, if you've got unhappy friends out there or people don't know what to do in this time of confusion, doubt, and fear, say, hey, come down. Come down and let them take one class. Invite them to one service. Somebody came up to me and said they spent $5,000 on a weekend in San Francisco to get some positive thinking experience they had, and said they came here on a Sunday morning and got more here in the hour they were here than the $5,000 weekend they spent in San Francisco. Tell your friends about this. We have great things to do here. As my friend Paul Williams said, we have only just begun. So I'm going to ask you this morning, what is your impossible dream for yourself and your world? What would you want this morning if you knew you could not fail? Whatever it is, write it down. To remind yourself, whatever it is, put it into treatment. Whatever it is, if you don't know how to accept it, make an appointment with the practitioner. At the end of the service, there'll be practitioners here. You can sit down with, say, here's my dream, give me a treatment. Write it down in your heart. Bring it to class. Bring it to the service next Sunday. Bring it to Wednesday night. I would like all of you to imagine something. Every time you're here, whether it's Sunday, Wednesdays, a seminar, or class, I want you to know that you are going to learn the proven way to use the power of mind. It's not a speculation. It's the proven way. The proven way to use the power of mind to create a successful life beyond anything you have ever dreamed of, no matter how long you've been studying this or how much you know or understand. And as you let this be your way, something happens. A sense of wonder begins to develop in you. A sense of wonder that allows you to awaken to a new idea, to awaken to a greater idea of you and your own possibility. Something greater. Something healthier and happier. Dr. Holmes used to say, there is a power for good in this universe and we can use it. How are you using it? Everyone say, sometimes greater good, is almost invisible. I don't see it in action unless I've been trained to look for it. That's what our classes are all about. That's what we do every Sunday. It's what we do every Wednesday. For many people, all they experience is a need to get better, and they never go beyond that. With this teaching, we teach people how to awaken to be the fulfillment of that need in action. Imagine the possibilities. Imagine the possibilities. There's a wonderful lesson. And that lesson is this. It's something that all my ministers know because they've all been my students and I trained them. And that is, every time you state a fact, describe how that fact will benefit the person who knows the fact. Here's a fact. There's a power greater than you are right where you are, and you can use it. And here's what you can do with it. Know that with God, all things are possible. Know that you are prosperous, self-expression, in action, and then act as if it's so. Because I got news for you. It is. I love you. Namaste. Thank you for being here today.